I must say, nothing beats listening and watching the national anthem unfold now that we have an elected president of Lebanon. Congratulations to all Lebanese colleagues. Congratulations to President Aoun, and of course to Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan. As you know, tonight we chose to, 2 weeks late, but I think there's always the right time for the right moment to celebrate UN Day in a different fashion, in an interactive fashion through a film festival, and we hope to keep doing so more often. It's really the inspiration of the United Nations community team, all of them are here, and the purpose is to show that obviously a visual is so much more powerful than all the other words that maybe we speak, we use in the course of the year. The messages of the UN, very much shared, I think, with the Lebanese people, Syrian refugees or Palestine refugees, are about rights, belonging, nationhood, development, prosperity, and equal chances. Our mission in Lebanon is not always easy. We also know that there are sometimes questions about whom we work for, if we do too much for Group A and not enough for Area B in the country. Let me just underline, also in the choice of the films, we are here for one Lebanon, working as one United Nations family. We're privileged to be here, and we share with you in working on the challenges, looking to build a stronger, more resilient, and prosperous Lebanon for all people who reside on its soil. As I always say, there's only one Lebanon. It's a unique model. It needs to be preserved, nurtured, and strengthened for a different and hopefully more positive Middle East for everybody in this region. Now I'm cut off. Last but not least, I hope that you will like the selection of the movies that have been chosen. They speak to talent, vision, courage. They speak to very sensitive issues, and I believe that's why all of you have also chosen to be here this evening. Aisha, Lubnan, and enjoy your evening. Thank you very much.
The Secretary General of the United Nations has launched recently, after the conference in London, remember in New York, there was a big conference in September on refugees and migrants. And the message in those conferences is to say that migration or refugee movements are everyone's problem. It's not a problem that one country faces. It's an international solidarity. And as we see, you see in Europe already people are explaining their impression about the man said, it's like I have to walk with my CV on my, when I'm at home, I'm recognized, I'm acknowledged. When I'm in a foreign countries and having to go through this process of asylum, I have to explain my story again and again. It's a bit indecent. I feel I'm being infringing my privacy. There's a lot also of feeling of being alienated, and sometimes not so much understanding among the community around. And a lot of people in Europe or everywhere in the world are feeling that. As a result of this, and we saw this large refugee movement last year and migrant movement last year in Europe, a campaign is being launched worldwide that is called Together for Safety and Dignity and Respect. This is a movement that the United Nations is launching to mobilize everyone towards bringing people together, emphasizing solidarity, avoiding the increase of xenophobia in the world because of increased refugee movement, increased migration movement, understanding each other and respecting each other. So that's a big campaign that is being launched where there will be a lot of events, a lot of brainstorming sessions, a lot of public events to sensitize the public opinion to that, so that we all stick together and we all feel this is all our problem. So this film is trying to show individual stories that reflect that and reflect how people are feeling from inside, and how it's important for us to understand that, because we see refugees, we hear about migrants, we hear numbers, statistics, movement. These both movements become almost the daily news. We see that every day in the news, and we are almost not reacting anymore to it. But this film is kind of reminding us that behind those numbers, behind those statistics, there are people with with their own stories. So in terms of your reaction to this film, if there is something that was the most, that made you the most angry, what was the thing that made you the most angry in this movie?
Yes. I would not say angry, but what strikes me the most is what everybody's mentioning, how lost these people are once they get to their new destination, and once their life is not threatened, starting to build something seems so difficult. I know from two personal friends over Facebook, one in Switzerland and one in Germany, that they have started volunteering and doing nothing in particular besides helping people integrate, just go and have contact with people that are in refugee centers, just to integrate them in the community. But I was thinking when I was watching this, since everybody seems to be internet connected and so on, that perhaps initiatives could be started to, first of all, keep people connected amongst each other, and also having programs that people can watch every day. Something to watch on day 1, something to watch on day 2, 1 hour of what can you do, so that people have a little bit more structure in something that they can do for all these months while they're waiting. Those months seem like it should be possible to fill them with something more constructive than just sitting around waiting. Because these people, everybody wants to do something, but for them it's very difficult. So, something could be created, a forum where people have access and have, access to resources just to help them. Mental, I'm not saying food, money, jobs, just.
And you're absolutely right, and people explain it in the film also. When you pass that risk and all the adrenaline of trying to save your life, move on, when you settle, and these procedures take a long time, and you don't even know the outcome, you're not aware necessarily of the procedure. This is where your trauma hits you back. This is where people remember what they've gone through. And the son and the mother were very telling examples, where the son was saying, very worried for her. She sits every day not being able to work is the worst thing that can happen to her. She sits the whole day, and the mother was worried about the son not being able to study at the same time. So